Hi, this is Teacher Jennifer from U.S. Citizenship Podcast. Today we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the USCIS response to the COVID-19 virus, and we're also going to talk about USCIS's offices temporarily closed to the public. If you go to the USCIS.gov webpage, you will see on the front banner, as of March 18th, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has suspended routine in-person services until at least April 1st to help slow the spread of the coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19. USCIS staff will continue to perform duties that do not involve contact with the public. However, USCIS will provide emergency services for limited situations. To schedule an emergency appointment, contact the USCIS Contact Center. USCIS domestic field offices will send notices to applicants and petitioners with scheduled appointments and naturalization ceremonies impacted by this closure. USCIS asylum offices will send interview cancellation notices and automatically reschedule asylum interviews. When the interview is rescheduled, asylum applicants will receive new interview notice with new time, date, and location for the interview. When USCIS again resumes normal operations, USCIS will automatically reschedule Application Support Center appointments due to office closures. You will receive a new appointment letter in the mail. Individuals who had their info pass or other appointments at the field office must reschedule through USCIS Contact Center once the field offices reopen to the public. Please contact the U.S. Field Offices page to see if your field office has been reopened before reaching out to the USCIS Contact Center. Education and precautions are the strongest tool against infection. Get the latest facts by visiting Centers for Disease Control and Prevention COVID-19 website. Continue to practice good health habits, refrain from handshakes, hugs, or as greetings, and wash your hands and clean surfaces appropriately. USCIS will provide further updates as the situation develops and continues to follow CDC guidance. We're going to go now to the USCIS response to the COVID-19 webpage. Here we have the webpage. It's broken down into 6 sections: field office appointments and rescheduling, application support centers, appointments and rescheduling, asylum appointments, naturalization and oath ceremonies, and if you feel sick, please consider canceling or rescheduling your USCIS appointment, and special situations. Also, they include 3 websites for further information. I'm going to focus on the information that is more of value to citizenship and naturalization students. If you need further information about asylum cases or green cards, etc., or visas, please go to uscis.gov and read the full statement. On the top of the page it has alert. As of March 18th, USCIS has suspended routine in-person services until at least April 1st to help the spread of the coronavirus. Let's go to the first section, field office appointments and rescheduling. Here it talks about that they have suspended routine in-person services until at least April the 1st, the same information that they had on the alert on their front page. USCIS domestic offices will send out notices with instructions to applicants and petitioners with scheduled interview appointments or naturalization ceremonies impacted by this closure. They will automatically be rescheduled once normal operations resume. Individuals who had InfoPass appointments with a field office must reschedule through the USCIS Contact Center. And please check the USCIS field office page to see if your office has reopened. Let's go and take a look at the USCIS field office page. And when we do that, it has the alert again. You type in your zip code, and I'm looking for our state in California. And they do search. And they're talking about San Francisco area closed due to local shelter-in-place order. So both the San Francisco and San Jose field offices have closed. Also, our Oakland, Salinas, San Francisco, and San Jose and Santa Rosa support centers are closed. To take a look at, they're talking about further information here. Here we take a look at the CIS Contact Center. If you're taking a look at the Contact Center, this is a ways online to contact USCIS. Let's go back to the COVID-19 page. Application Support Center. They're talking about as of March 18th, USCIS has suspended all biometrics appointments. Those are commonly known as your fingerprint appointments. When they resume normal operations, USCIS will automatically reschedule the Application Support Center appointments due to the office closure. If you do not receive a new appointment notice within 90 days, call 1-800-375-5283. All ASC closures are posted on uscis.gov, and take a look at that website for up-to-date closure information. There's further information here about Canada and UK applicants. We have some information about the asylum appointments. You need to basically reschedule those appointments, and please read this section about asylum appointments. Naturalization oath ceremonies, and some of my students have been waiting eagerly for their oath ceremonies because they just passed their interview. So as of March 18th, USCIS has suspended routine in-person services until at least April 1st to help slow the spread of COVID-19. USCIS will automatically reschedule your ceremony. You will receive a notice for your rescheduled ceremony by mail. If you do not receive a notice within 90 days, please reach out to USCIS Contact Center. And a further note, I know some of my students have signed up for email updates, so you're going to receive your information for rescheduling either through an email update or through a letter. You're never going to receive a phone call for this. The next section is if you feel sick, please consider canceling or rescheduling your USCIS appointment. Learn how to reschedule your appointment. If you become ill for any reason, regardless of exposure to COVID-19, please do not come to an appointment with any USCIS office. If you are pregnant, over 60, immunocompromised, or have a chronic health condition and would like to request to reschedule, please follow the instructions above. To reschedule InfoPass appointments, contact the USCIS Contact Center at 1-800-375-5283. For people who are deaf, hard of hearing, or have a speech disability, call TTY 800-767-1833. To reschedule any appointment, please follow the instructions on your notice. You will be rescheduled without penalty. Let's take a look at the special situations section. And special situations, this is about extending or changes of status, fee waiver, employment authorization, student relief, and replacing documents. Please take a look at this. There's a lot of extra detail in this section. USCIS has provided further information. Contact the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It is, I believe it's coronavirus.gov, and it will keep you up to date with the very latest information on that. So the next one is Department of Homeland Security, and they also are having information about the coronavirus and how it affects the security of our nation. And the next one is the General Services Administration, which basically talks about how we are going to respond to COVID-19. Today, while I went out to get the mail, I noticed that I got another letter from the Census Bureau. So last week I received my census as well as many other Americans. I immediately responded to that census online. It took me less than 5 minutes, and they have sent out a second letter, a general information letter, reminding us to fill out the census. It's very, very important because they need an accurate count of the population. So in cases of emergency, like we have right now, people can, the government can deliver services to the appropriate number of people in the most timely fashion. So today, one of my students called me and told me that we get an extra 3 months to file our taxes. This information is not true. This information is, we still need to file our taxes by April 15th. People who owe money to the government, they have an extra 3 months to pay that. However, when I went to the U.S. Department of the Treasury and their press releases, I don't see any information about that. And I don't see any information about that on the IRS website. So before you act on this information, please check irs.gov. So I know we're in the middle of a crisis, but we still need to follow the law, and one of our duties as a citizen is to file our taxes. That's about it. So earlier today, the information was, there was different information on uscis.gov, but they are updating it, their website as quickly, as simply as they can, so most people can get the greatest amount of information and in a simple and direct way. To USCIS, keep up the good work. Everybody stay safe. Study up for your citizenship interview, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.